Yo, listen up here. We got student handout number 3. Today we're going to distribute a negative number. Hey, it's all the same, man. It's basically the same thing, except just one more little thought process. Not too hard. Here we go. Yo. A negative sign indicates, let's get it started up in here. A negative sign indicates the opposite of the number. So let's explain. List the opposite of each of the terms below. What is the opposite of positive 8? Negative 8. What's the opposite of negative 5? Positive 5. What's the opposite of x? Negative x, because it's understood to be a 1 there. So it's understood to be a 1 there too. What is the opposite of negative 3x? Positive 3x. What is the opposite of 1? Negative 1. And what is the opposite of negative 9x? Positive 9x. Distributing a negative. When distributing a negative number, you're multiplying each term within the parentheses by the negative number outside the parentheses. This results in finding the opposite of each term within the parentheses. So here's your example. We're going to take, just like we did yesterday, we're going to take this number, because the sign goes with it, so it's a negative 3, times it by that, and then times it by that. I will do them in different colors so you can see. All right, so we're going to go negative 3 in blue, negative 3 times positive 2. So we have negative 3, hang on, erase that. We have negative 3 times positive 2 plus negative 3 times, you can put all parentheses around all of it, if you want to, negative 3 times 4x. Okay, so when you work that out, you get negative 6 and you get negative 12x. So the answer would be negative 6 minus 12x. What if I wrote it like this, Coach? That technically is correct, but I don't want you to write it like what's on top. I want you to write it like what's on bottom. Okay? You can take that positive out. That's not a multiplication. That just needs to be gone. There we go. All right, so let's go down here and try these problems below. All right, it's negative 2 times g, and then it's negative 2 times positive 5. So negative 2 times g is negative 2g, and then negative 2 times 5 is negative 10, and that's your answer. So in your calculator, there's understood to be a 1 there, so negative 2 times a positive 1 is negative 2. And then in your calculator, you go negative 2 times 5. All right, the next one. Same process. Negative 2 times g and negative 2 times 5. Negative 2 times g. A negative times a negative is a positive, so it's positive 2g. Negative 2 times positive 5 is negative 10. So the answer is 2g minus 10. All right, next one. Negative 2 times a positive g is negative 2g. Negative 2 times a negative 5 is positive 10. See how I can change the answer wherever you put the negative sign? And then the last one is negative 2 times negative g is positive 2g. Negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10. So notice in yellow how we went from all negatives to all positives, because we multiplied, so everything went to the opposite. We multiplied by a negative, so everything went to its opposite. Over here, we multiplied by a negative, so g went to its opposite, which is negative, and then negative 2g. All right, same thing down here. Actually, I'm going to pause it and let you work them out. So I'm going to pause it now. Ready, set, go. Welcome back. Now let's go ahead and solve these 5 through 10 and make sure you got them right, or 5 through 8, excuse me. Negative 3 times positive 4a is negative 12a. Negative 3 times a positive 2 is negative 6. That is your answer. Negative 3 times negative 4 is a positive 12a. Negative 3 times a positive 2 is negative 6. I will rewrite all of that so you can have it. Okay. Negative 3 times a positive 4 is negative 12a. Negative 3 times a negative 2 is a positive 6. Down here, negative 3 times a negative 4 is a positive 12a. Negative 3 times a negative 2 is a positive 6. All right, so here we go. What do you notice about questions 1 through 8 above? Here's what I need you to notice. I want you to think for just a second about what you do notice. And then here's what I want you to notice, that in each set, the negative value changed the signs of the terms inside the parentheses. So if you go back and look, I'll let you copy that. Hang on, I'll stop for just a second. Do 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 do. All right, I'm gonna give out a homework press. Ready? First one to raise their hand and answer this question. I have to call on you. Who is the new person in charge of Wheel of Fortune? Who's the new host? Ryan Seacrest. All right. What mistakes might be made when distributing a negative? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about that and tell me what mistake you might do. Most of you probably forget to apply the negative. Here's an example. I may forget to multiply all numbers inside by the negative on the outside. That's an example. You can put whatever you want right there, whatever you think might be your weakness. But one example is I may forget to multiply all numbers inside by a negative on the outside. So I may mess up. All right, when you're done, let's go through 9 through 14. I'm going to work out the first one, and then I'm going to pause it and let you work out the other 5, okay? All right, same thing, distributive property right here is negative 5 times 2x, which is negative 10x. And then I'm going to go negative 5 times a positive 9, which is negative 45. I can't combine those. That's as simple as it will go. Okay? All right, I'm going to pause the video now and let you and your partners work out 10 through 14. Ready, set, go. All right, welcome back. I'm going to work out 10 through 14. Negative 2.5 times 4k, that is a negative 10k. And then we have 2.5, negative 2.5 times a negative 2 gives me a positive 5. Why positive 5? Because two negatives make a positive. All right, over here you got negative 1/2 times 6, which is negative 3t. And then you have negative 1/2 times a positive 2, which gives you a negative 1. All you need to do in your calculator is do negative 1/2 times 2. Positive 2 in that case. All right, right here you have a negative 10 times a negative 4, which is 40. You also have a negative 10 times a negative 2j, which is a positive 20j. All right, number 13. Negative 3 times a negative p gives you a positive 3p. Why? Because that's negative 3 times negative 1. Two negatives make a positive. Negative 3 times a positive 7 is negative 21. And the last one, negative 2 times a positive 6d is negative 12d. And then a negative 2 times a negative 11 is a positive 22. That is your answer. All right, moving on up. I'm a good singer. Number 15, write an expression for the perimeter of the rectangle. We're adding because it's the perimeter, so it's 3x minus 2 down here. And then over here, it's x plus 6. Now, it said to write an expression from the perimeter. So we could go, here's one way. You could add them all up like this. You could do this, plus 3x plus minus 2, plus x plus 6, plus x plus 6. You could do that. That's one way to do it. Okay? But we're not doing it that way today because there's another way. There's a better way. We know that each side is both going to be used 2 times. So we could go 2 times. We're going to use that side twice. So 2 times all those numbers. Plus 2 times that side. Because we're going to, that side is used twice. So then we're just going to multiply. And we're going to go 2 times 3, which is 6x minus 4. Then we're going to come over here and we're going to go 2 times x, which is 2x plus 12. Now combine your x's together. That is 8x. Combine your regular numbers together, which is negative 4 and 12, and you get 8x plus 8. Now, you could have done it like this, 3x minus 2 plus 3x minus 2 plus x plus 6 plus x plus 6. When you did that, you would have got, there's a 3x, there's a 3x, there's an x, there's an x. You would have gotten 3 plus 3, 6 plus 1 plus 1 is 8x. And you also would have gotten negative 2 plus negative 2 is negative 4, plus a positive 6 is 2, plus another positive 6 is 8. Ah, look at there, same thing. Yippee! Yippee, yippee, yippee! Let's throw a party! 16, number 16. I spit on the screen, that's pretty nasty. All right, 16. The distance between point A and C is 10x minus 5. Find the distance between point A and B. So we know the distance between A and C is 10x minus 5. So the whole thing is 10x minus 5. All right. Now, find the distance between point A and B. I don't know it, but I do know point C. So whatever this is going to be the whole thing minus that. So we're going to go minus 2x minus or plus 7. All right. Now, we have a distributed property there. So we have to take -1, 10x minus 5 minus 2x minus 7. Combine your x's and you get 8x. Combine your whole numbers and you get minus 12. I'm almost done. The expressions below represent the area of the rectangle. What are some of the possible side lengths? Well, that's the area. So some possible side lengths. How could I make 12x? If I know this is it, I can distribute a property. I can do the opposite. I can split them apart. So what numbers all can I take out of that? Like we talked about yesterday. What can I take out? So I can take out, obviously, a 1, but I also could take out a 2 from both of them. I also could take out a 3 from both of them. And I also could take out a 6 from both of them. Okay? So I could take out, let's take out 6 first. So 6 divided by 12 leaves me 2x, and then 6 divided by 6 leaves me positive 1. What else could I take out? I said a 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4x. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And the last one, I could take out a 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6x. 12 divided by 6 is 3. So any of those, you could take out 6, 3, or 2. So those are some possible lengths of the rectangle. Circle the name of any student who wrote the expression equivalent to -8 parentheses 3x minus 2. All right. So we can go ahead and simplify it and kind of work it out here. So we have -8, that's -24x plus 16. All right, Mickey, I see it. Mickey's right there. Okay, Mickey's it. He's the only one, right? Well, not necessarily, because look, these aren't worked out. Sam and Dajah aren't worked out. Now, Adrian is worked out. Adrian cannot be it, because -8x does not equal -24x. So that can't be it. So let's go over here to Sam and Dajah, and work those out. That's 16. That's -24x. Is that not what we have? -24x plus 16. Yes, it's just written a little bit different, but it is, okay? So Sam does have the same thing. All right, and Dajah, -24x plus 16. Is that what we're supposed to have? -24x, check. 16, yes. They just did a distributive property a little bit different, okay? They factored it, is what they have done, okay? All right, that's it for today. I'll see you on the flip side, because that's it for the fat guy in the back. We'll see you.